First message that child sent to you was, "Hi, I'm 13.
Imagine paying thousands of pounds to study in the UK, the all stress involved as an international student, and you find yourself sentenced to jail for 4 years and 3 months in custody. 10 years order for sexual harm prevention. Are you curious about what exactly led to this? And you would like to find out. This happens to be a student of University of Portsmouth, but you would like to know what happened. Stay glued to the end of this channel, and you have to be very, very careful not to be a victim. Welcome back, friends. If it's your first time, my name is Ifejola, and this is Chat with Jola. I bring informations you need to know about, and I also talk about movie reviews. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click on the subscription button below. Give this video a thumbs up and leave your comment in the comment section box. You can ask me any questions you'd like me to tell you, and I will tell you everything you need to know. With the understanding of that, let's just dive into the video in proper. Okay, guys, I woke up with this very disturbing video on my phone about a student of University of Portsmouth jailed for 4 years. And I was so curious about what happened. Guys, I'm going to post this video. I'm going to hear him talk, and I'm going to explain some things to you.
You knew she was 13. You asked her if her school started at 9 o'clock. You told her. Why would you tell her to delete the chat? Why would you tell her that you would go to jail?
That's why I told her that.
No. I don't want the bullshit of I told her this, I told her that. Why did you tell her that you'd go to jail?
If she's under 13, if she's truly under 13,
yes, she is truly under 13.
She's not meant to be chatting. She's not meant to.
No. Do not turn this round on that child. You are the adult in this equation.
You needs to be shouting at me.
I will shout as loud as I want.
I got this video from Secretly Tackling Online Predators Stop Stinks in UK, and you have to hear the information. It's quite a long video, but I had to post just little clips to explain to you guys what you need to be careful of. So now, as you guys have heard, as you guys have seen, here's this young guy who got jailed recently because he had a conversation with a young lady who happens to be 13 years of age, and he claimed to be 30 years of age. Now, he said he met this lady on a dating site. He met her on a dating site and they got chatting. You know how it feels like when you're bored, you want to have someone as friends, because it's not easy to walk up to a lady on the road. Then he met this lady on a dating site and they began chatting. When your conversation started, he told her that they could talk on WhatsApp. And now, after the conversation on WhatsApp, the girl said she's 13 years of age. Wow. He was curious at what are you doing on this online dating platform as a 13-year-old girl? You are too young for this because the platform says only for adults 18 and above. Now, he went on chatting with her off the dating app and went to WhatsApp. Now, he was nabbed because according to what the source said, he had a conversation with this lady, more like a phone sex chat. For those who want to find the full video, he's on Stop Stink UK. More like a phone sex chat, saying a lot of things to this lady. Have you had sex before? I have a big this, my this is big and all that. I know how it feels like the first time you have sex. It's quite painful. This were quite disturbing for a 13-year-old girl. Now, to him, he doesn't want to believe she's that young. Now, how was he caught? He had a conversation with this girl. They've had quite a lot of conversation on WhatsApp, okay? And with the conversation he had with this lady, he has been telling her to delete the chat. And if you don't know, the UK, you have to be very careful of the kind of communication you use on your phone, because there are some sensitive information you don't talk about is against the law. This is a land of law. But this guy went on to chat with this young lady, quite young, 13-year-old lady, about a lot of things that is not meant for our age. Now, they plan to meet in person in a particular park in Portsmouth, which is an open space in Portsmouth, according to him. Now, it was there he got nabbed, and they said, "Are you so? And he said, "Yes, I am." And that was what led to the whole video. Now, guys, I know that it's quite a lonely place where people complain. It's hard for you to get a relationship. It's hard for you to talk to a lady and all that. I tell people you have to be very careful about the opposite sex in this country. Not just in this country, anywhere you find yourself. Because laws bind. There are laws that govern different countries. Now, this guy claimed he told this girl was an adult and he went on chatting with her, sex chat with her. But she said, "I told you she's 13 years. And that was what they used against him. She's 13 years. Didn't she tell you? Yeah, she told me, but I would like to see her in person to confirm if she's 13 years. That was why I said we should meet at the park. Now, this guy was stripped off his shirt. You know, as you can see in the video, I actually don't want to release his face. You know, he was stripped off his shirt and he was being interrogated and a whole lot of things. I decided to make this video to warn international students, please, you have to be very careful. You have to know the reason why you are here, okay? I haven't heard that this guy is married and maybe the wife left or something. I know one can be sexually starved, okay? I understand. But you should know the age limit you're dealing with. An adult is an adult. But he's claiming, according to what he keeps saying in the video, he didn't tell me, she told me she was 13, but I didn't believe she's 13. It is not accepted. Please and please. If you know that, you know how body is doing you, you know that this is this, that, please be mindful of who you deal with. Do you know you can be with a lady and have sex with a lady and the lady can tell you raped her and there's nothing else you can say about that? You have to be very careful. You see, I've heard of cases like this, and this one is on like, is really, really close. I'm like, oh my God. When I saw the picture of the guy, I'm like, you don't mean it. I felt so pained because imagine have to spend a lot of money. This was what ended up your life. Africans will say, I followed him from his village. That means he's been bewitched or something. But the fact is, this is a young lady we are dealing with. Maybe others might have gone scot-free, but he happens to be a scapegoat. Listen, don't get me wrong. He didn't rape the girl, okay? But the conversation we had with the girl was what implicated him, and he accepted. If you claim that that online chat happens to be for adult, why did you leave the online chat and you went off into WhatsApp? Then you continued. Then you went on with your conversation with this young child. Because she's a child, for crying out loud. Even if she says she's 13, I expect you to say, oh, you're not meant to do this. It's only for adults. And you end your conversation with that. But the fact that you left the app, if you are claiming you have your right and you left the app that has that particular right, you went on to your WhatsApp. But not just that, you had some very intense conversation with this young lady that is not for her age. And you said you want to see her. You see, you might not have a plan to do anything with her, but the fact that you took some process, you told her to delete the chat, was what led to it. Because I was telling some people that this is a very wrong move of this guy. I blame him for a lot of things. Please, guys, let's be very careful. Let's be very vigilant with who we deal with, especially when it comes to the opposite sex. There are some things we do back home that might go scot-free, but here is a land of law. We know how it can be here, finding partners around, but dealing with the opposite sex, a no is no, and those who are young is against the law. You are, as an adult, you can roll with an adult. When you roll with an adult, and an adult says, okay, yes, we had an agreement, you can sleep with me, but when the adult reports that you raped her, you raped her. So let's not have that mindset of, I'm going to be the one in charge. You know what I'm saying in terms of, as an African, when you meet a lady, you can do this and all that. I want us to know that there are laws in this country. I am so pained, honestly, because I can imagine. I am pained because this is something that I'm like, what is this? What exactly is, I actually don't want to post this picture because some of you might know him. I'm like, this is not pleasing to the ears. So guys, please, I beg you in God's name. I know it's hard to get a partner and get the opposite sex. You know, I know how it feels. But please, please, Warri will say, Konjina bastard, which is what we use in Nigeria. But please, let's be disciplined. Don't let your sexual starvation or don't let your sexual urge lead you into something you will regret for the rest of your life. If you want to have a partner or relationship with an adult, not a child, okay? And if you're on dating sites, don't leave the dating site. Stick to your online app. Stick to your dating site where you know there are rules that these are adults, not kids, okay? So that your words will not be used against you. He broke the law. He broke the law and he was sentenced to 4 years and 3 months in custody and 10 years older for sexual harm and prevention. Imagine how his life will look like. Imagine the image. Imagine the criminal record. When I talked about this, I'm like, the whole process of coming here. Guys, this is quite painful. This is hurting. I beg of you guys, please, let's be careful. I beg us. This is painful that I don't know what else to say. But this is painful. People are watching you. I learned a lot during my course as a criminology student in the UK. And I got to understand that there's a very huge gap with the laws of Africa and this law here. There are things you do back home, like you sweep it under the carpet. But yeah, they don't joke with some things which are sensitive. Of course, you are not advised to have an affair with a 13-year-old child, for crying out loud. That's a child abuse. Secondly, you're not allowed to force yourself on a lady even when you want to have sex with her. It must be consensual. Thirdly, a yes is a yes, a no is a no. And if you know you are sexually starved, please go have whatever conversation or communication you want to do with an adult, and be mindful of your communication with people on WhatsApp. I repeat that. Be mindful of your communication with people on WhatsApp, because it can implicate you. It's not bad to have a dating site app, or it's not bad to go on dating site app to have fun. Anybody can do that. But the fact that you're doing that off the dating site, you have gone off their rules and regulation. Now going to WhatsApp, and she told you she's 13, but you said you want to confirm. What do you want to confirm? A child who tells you she's 13, what do? Oh, you're not meant to be on this. This is not what I expected, okay? Then you go off, but you went on. Started asking questions, not for our age. You went on talking about some sexual content, not for our age. And you got nabbed. Now, see what ended him. So guys, I don't want to sound too much. I don't want to say too much, but be very, very careful. And I want you to know that people are watching. So secretly tackling online predators are watching everyone to stop this crime, because there are a lot of crimes happening. I studied this in my course and I know what it entails. Do you know crimes you think doesn't matter might not even be sexual crime? It could be maybe a controlling behavioral act. It's seen as a crime in the UK, but it's quite not a crime. It might not be a crime in another country. So everywhere you tread your feet upon, you have to be careful. Because the guy kept saying, I have my right, I have my right. You have to be careful. Your words can be used against you. Okay, that brings me to the end of this video. Please and please be careful. I'm pained, honestly, because it's quite embarrassing. Yeah, it's quite embarrassing. So guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think about this video entirely? What's your thought about it? So please leave your comment in the comment section box below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, endeavor to subscribe to my channel for more information. And don't forget, every Friday I bring you information about my movie review, both old and new movie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's your girl Ife Jones, and this is Chat with Your Life.